Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about how to respond to an interview request. The entire purpose of submitting a resume is to secure an interview. So if you are lucky to get that response to set some time up, how do you respond to it? So we're going to go over the language that you want to include, the content you want to include, and even some tips on how to stand out. My name is Don Pippin, and I'm an executive and HR leader for Fortune 50 and 500 companies and startups. And Zippia has asked me to present to you. So, as I am guiding you through your career path in the name of Zippia, helping you write the best resume, get a job interview, and get hired. If you want to read more, please visit us at zippia.com. If you pass the initial resume review, the recruiter will most likely send you an email asking to set up some time to talk. There are times, if your phone number is listed on your resume, that they may call you. But in most cases, since they don't know your availability, they're going to shoot you an email and ask you to respond. These emails are typically informal, but this is your first contact that you'll have with the company. So it's really important that you understand what they're asking for and you reply and send back the appropriate response. So some things that they may be asking for or what may be included in this email are going to be clarification of the role you applied for, proposed interview dates and times, questions about when you're free to interview, location or method. Is it in person, phone, or virtual? If it's virtual, there may be a link that will be in there or a link that will be included after you've confirmed. They may be asking for additional documents. Did you send a resume, but they also need a cover letter? Do they need references? Are you in a creative field where you would have a portfolio? Are they asking for that? And it will most likely also include the name or position of the person who will be interviewing you. So the most important thing to do when you receive this email is to read it. And I mean read it. So several times, make sure before you reply that you are including the appropriate response. If they ask you to send a copy of your references prior to scheduling with them and you schedule without sending the references, it's already not a good look. So you want to make sure that you're following their instructions and you want to make sure that your response fulfills all of their requests. So read over the email a few times to help with that. Also, use this email as a chance to make sure you're interviewing for the right job at the right company. Sometimes resumes get mixed up, so taking a second to make sure it's the job you actually applied to and you want before you continue with the application process. As a reminder, I'm going to be posting videos with tips and tricks every week, so please subscribe to our channel and like our videos to keep up with Zippia. So what will this email look like? It may look something like this. It will be addressed to you, and it will thank you for applying to the position and ask you to schedule a phone interview with the hiring team. They may also ask you to send over a few times that you're available for a certain period of time, like this week or next, and that they'll reach out to you once they've confirmed the time. They may also list the person that you're going to be speaking with and what they do in the role. And they may also ask you to send over some references or items that you may want to add to your candidacy for them to review. And it may end with something along the lines of, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me over email or give me a call. So the important thing here is that you read what they're looking for. So before you reply and you respond to them, that you are checking off all the boxes and that you're giving them the information that they are looking for. So if you want to see what an actual example looks like, head over to zippia.com, and the article that we're referencing will have a full example for you to review. So how do you respond to this interview request? So first, we're really hitting it home. Make sure that you fully understand what they're asking for. You may have received other interview requests before and they didn't ask for certain things that this particular request is looking for. So you want to make sure that when you respond that you're including everything that they're looking for. And you also want to make sure that your tone is pleasant and professional. So here are a few tips to responding to that request. First, you want to start with a simple thank you. Thank you to whoever emailed you for reaching out and taking the time to consider your application, and show them that you're grateful for this opportunity. Not everyone gets to the interview stage, so make sure to be polite and thank them. Keep it short. These emails are just scheduling conversations, so don't feel like you need to add a lot of fluff. Your recruiter or hiring manager will probably be thankful if you keep your messages short and to the point. The next is answer any questions. So if the recruiter asks you to answer questions, make sure you respond to all of them. They could ask for your availability, or they may ask for more specific information about your experience or skills before officially putting your interview on the calendar. So make sure you answer all of their questions before sending your response. Make sure you send it in a timely manner. So if you get the email, it's important that you respond as quick as possible. You don't want to keep them waiting for your response, so just reply as soon as you see your email. The next thing is to make sure that you confirm the details. So something in the email may be unclear, or you might just want to double check that you have the date and the time of the interview right, so you should always confirm the details. You can say something as simple as, I look forward to speaking with you on X date of the interview at X time at the end of your email. And always stay professional. These emails are short and friendly, but you want to make sure that they're serious. So don't use texting lingo or emojis. So keep your responses professional. Also, add your contact information. Even if your email and phone number on your resume or job application is on your job application, you still want to give your contact information. This makes it easier for future communication. If you see that there have been multiple people listed on the resume, make sure that you reply all. If they're listed in an email, there's a reason, so you want to make sure that no one is left out. Then make sure you're also reviewing the job description. Double check to make sure that the job description is the one that you applied to and it's not a mix-up, and that you're still interested in the role. And lastly, you need to make sure that you proofread your message. So don't hit send without rereading your email. If you have Grammarly, run it through Grammarly. Make sure that it's grammatically correct, punctuation is accurate, it's formatted properly, and it's a great way to ensure that you're coming across in the most professional manner as possible. Well, what if you get this email and you don't want the job anymore? Or you've accepted a position, or you realize this job is not the best fit for you, or you've researched the company and decided that you don't want to work for them. You still want to respond. Keep it brief. Just let them know that you are no longer interested in the position. You don't need to go in depth as to why you're turning them down, but you do want to give a reason. So maybe you signed a job offer. That's a good example. Let them know that you've already accepted a position and just leave it at that. But don't leave them on read or ghost them. Just as though when you apply for a job and you don't hear back, it's equally frustrating for a recruiter who's taking the time to reach out to you, letting you know that they are of interest. Then make sure that you take the time to simply respond quickly and let them know that you're not going to be scheduling that interview. So now that you're ready to draft your response to them, it may look something like this. Hi, Kim. Thank you for reaching out. I'd love to join a phone interview with the team. This week I'm free Wednesday from 1:30 to 4:45 p.m. or Friday from 8:30 to 12 p.m. If those times don't work, I'm free Tuesday and Thursday from 2:30 to 5 next week. The hiring team can reach me at insert phone number. I've attached a list of my references, contact information, and a copy of my resume. Please let me know if there's anything else you need from me. Thank you again for the opportunity to interview, and I look forward to speaking with the team. Kind regards, your name. Another type of email that you might need to see that can be hard to draft is a response where the company suggested a time for an interview, but you're not available. So here's how to respond to that. Dear John, thank you for reaching out with the opportunity to interview. I'm happy to come into the office and interview with you. Unfortunately, the time you listed doesn't work for me. Do you have any availability on Tuesday or Thursday next week? As you mentioned, I've attached my portfolio to this email for you to review. Please let me know if I can provide you with anything else ahead of our meeting. I look forward to meeting you and learning more about the position. Best, your name. I wanted to thank you for watching and to invite you to join us next week, where we'll be talking about how to send a follow-up after you've secured and had that interview. And just to remind you, you can also visit the link in the video description for reading more about the topic we discussed today. And also you can ask questions under the video and I'll answer them during this week. And please don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a great day. Bye.